Happy Monday morning. What's the date today? It is the 18th, I guess, of August. But I'm going to come down on the mat. Like I said, we're going to get started. But today it says, a hug is worth 1,000 words. A woman like you is worth far more. And then the scripture says, nothing in all creation will ever be able to separate us from the love of God. Romans, and that's 8:39. And that kind of follows up with, the stuff that I'm always talking about. All good and bad work together for good, right? I talked about it last week. So anyway, let's hop down on the ground. We're going to do our 3 circuits today with 3 different exercises in each. Tuck those toes under. Let's go ahead and lift right up into hover if you can. Just kind of get that whole body activated. So you feel it in the quads. When I say feel it in the quads, you're just feeling it right in the top of those legs as you're holding that hover position. Try to pull your hands back towards your knees and your knees towards your hands, and that's going to engage your core even more. And then let's go ahead. We're going to push back into down dog. Again, it doesn't have to be a big one, just a small one. Knees bent, heels up. And then drop back down into hover. So let's do 10 of those. Just trying to move the joints, the shoulders, right? Elbows, wrists, legs, hips, ankles, knees, everything. Keep the belly button pulled into the spine as you're doing it. Keep pressing the sits bones at the bottom of your rear end up to the ceiling. Each time you press back, try to drop those heels into the floor just a little bit more. And maybe you try to straighten your arms a little bit more. And then last one, hold it in the down dog. Okay, dropping your head out of your spine. If you need a break, you can come down to your knees and then press back up again. And then bend and straighten those legs. So call it walk the dog. Press and straighten. Press through those arms so you're feeling it in the triceps. One more, and then take it way back up on those tippy toes. Drop your head right out of your spine. Push those heels in. Pressing your hands away from your heels. And then drop into child pose. That's a lot right in the beginning, first thing. So just give yourself a break. Put your head on the ground. Forehead, just the tip of the nose. Bring your hands back towards your side if you need a little break on those shoulders. A nice deep breath in and out. And then let's go ahead and bring it up. I'm going to turn face you. We're going to just thread the needle. So take that left arm under and across. And then the same thing to the other side. And then go back up into this all fours position. Right arm forward, left leg back. Let's get the back nice and warmed up. In and out for bird dog. Exhale and inhale. It's funny, some people, when I see, I'm always watching from my bike at the gym. I always, go to the bike first, do at least 5 minutes. If not, if I'm doing my full cardio, but just say 5 minutes. I'm just watching people. They walk in the gym and they go right to it. Right? And they never warm up, And I'm thinking the younger people, that's fine. They can get away with it. Last one. And then let's go ahead back into that hover. Walk your hands back into your feet. So you're in that beautiful ragdoll hang. Knees can be bent or straight. Hang that body down. Shake that head yes and no. I would say probably in my 20s, even in my early 30s maybe, but I got to warm up the joints. Chin to chest, round it all the way up. Hopefully you guys feel the same. All right, let's go ahead. Oh, we lost Sabina in the meantime. Let's go ahead and grab a good weight for our inner thigh. Kind of, I call it that sumo squat. Want to come down into the inner thigh, so it can be, you can hold it by the end like this, right? You can hold it here at your chest or up on the shoulders, whatever you want to do if you want to stack up that weight on your back. But I'm going to turn to the side for a sec. So it's not sticking your butt back like this. It's the one where we keep our hips in line and we come down this way, right? We're not pushing here. We're here, so you can feel real, yes, there you go, beautiful, Lori. That's it. Okay, to me, again, it doesn't matter how you hold the weight. Yep, beautiful. Just as long as you're feeling it here, so that means those knees want to be turned out as much as you can. Yeah, there we go. You got it. I think Sabina lost her her reception in Spain. There we go, all the way down. With each one, try to just go down just a little bit more, right? Just a little, maybe a half an inch, right? Just go down into those legs. This is our first set. There we go. Yeah, and now hold it down. Hold it down at the lowest point that you can feel a little pull, okay? And then pulse it up and down, 10. So you're feeling it through those quads. 8, 7, 6, gorgeous. There you go, Lori. Perfect, Darlene. Awesome. And then take it all the way up. Go ahead and place that down. I do want you to stretch your quad because we are going to go into some lunging. All right. So grab either the match to that, keep that, or grab 2 lighter dumbbells for lunges. So we're going to do some lunges with no help today, meaning that you're going to have to just balance yourself. So we're going to step back into that lunge with a high knee, staying on the same leg. So we're stepping back into that right leg, left leg is in front, knee high, all the way up, squeeze that cheek, and then all the way back down. So you know, if you're just getting started, if you're one of my brand new YouTubers, then you can stay right here. Right? You can stay in that stationary if you want, up and down. You can tap in if you want, or like my live, doing their knee high. They've been with me a long time. They know what they're doing. I don't want you to hit your knee to the ground. First of all, I don't want you to hurt your knee, but I don't want you to take a little rest on the ground. That's what happens when your knee touches the ground. That glute gets a little rest. Last one. And then we're switching to the other side. Right leg forward, left leg stepping back. Same thing, all the way down and all the way up. There we go. Welcome back, Sabina. We lost you for a little bit there. I'm sure Wi-Fi, it's weird. I will say this. Wi-Fi has been so weird in my house lately. And yeah, we have 5 people here that are using Wi-Fi, but it's been really strange. I don't know if your Wi-Fi has been haywire, but mine has. 3, you got this. And 2, beautiful, darling. There you go. Perfect, Lori. Good. Go ahead and put those down. I want you to cross it over. Cross, cross, cross. Cross it over. And then we're going to do a deadlift back to back. So we're doing 3 legs this morning. First is that inner thigh. Second is the lunges. Third will be, actually I'm going to go a little heavier. I'm going to use my bar. It's going to be deadlift this morning. So I'm going to use my bar. You guys use whatever's great for your hamstrings. So I'm going to just push this out of the way. So I'm in the middle of your screen here. All right, knees are bent. Now I'm grabbing onto my bar, but you're going to grab onto your dumbbells. But look at my back. It's the most important part right there, is that your back is beautifully neutral. Right? You can go all the way down. If you can't go all the way down, just go down to where you feel that pull in the back of those hamstrings. And then we pull it back up and squeeze the cheeks under. So down, lift and squeeze. Try as best you can to keep that belly button into your spine. Turn forward so I can watch. Yeah, beautiful Lori. Beautiful Darlene. If you can, Darlene, get those feet a little closer together so they're more, not hip width, but maybe just a little wider than hip width. Yeah, knees are bent. Pull those glutes under. There we go. Keep that back neutral. That's it, Sabina. You got it. Last one. Yeah. You guys got that. Perfect. Just sit back into the hamstring. Okay, we did stretch hamstring when we did the down dog in the beginning, but just stretch. Just now that you get some good blood in there, just stretch it back. All right, back to our inner thigh. Right, I would say Grand Plié. It's actually bigger than a Grand Plié. Turning those toes out at like 10 and 2. And this, keep the hips under. So remember, we're not sitting back. We're keeping that beautiful tailbone going straight to the ground. It's about here. It's about those inner thighs. You know, it's obviously more than that. It's a lot working. Your quads, right? It's a lot working. But if you can, just keep feeling this stretch maybe a little bit more. No pain. Please don't go. Please don't go to where there's pain. Please. That would be crazy. Right? It's just a pull. It's like you feel like a stretch. It's like, okay, that's far enough. That's what you want. There we go. And then we're going to hold it. Hold it down there at that lowest point. And then you do that 1 inch more. 9, 8. You got it. 5, 4, beautiful. 2 and 1. And go ahead and put that down. Same thing, either cross it over. Do what feels good for your legs, right? We're grabbing those dumbbells for your lunges. If you're somebody who needs to hold on, please hang on to something to do these lunges. Okay, if your balance isn't great, left leg forward, right leg stepping back. If you need a break, take it, right? We're going all the way down and all the way up. So inhale, exhale, and lift. I like to watch you guys, so going this way. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Yeah, perfect, perfect. You guys got it. Awesome, Darlene. Beautiful balance. That's it, Lori. So good. Yep, you guys are so good. Like, honestly, like if just so you know, like I watch people in the gym all the time, and I work with people that they're balanced. They're like, they're like all over the place. Which I'm so glad I see you guys. You're just like, girl, you guys are so solid, right? You've been doing it long enough. Last one. Beautiful. Switch it to the other side. Right leg forward, left leg back. Yep. And then always knowing that when you come down, make sure you hinge right from the hip. It's even me getting off balance. Trying to look at you guys. But making sure there's like a little, right here, like that belly to thigh connection, right? It's not here. It's not staying up and down straight, right? It's gonna hurt your back. You're gonna get more glute if you hinge forward a little bit. There we go. 3 more. 2. And last one. And then back into deadlifts. So maybe go a little heavier. Maybe not. Stretch the quad before we go. But grab your dumbbells. You know, maybe you're like, yeah, you know, last set was a little light. So maybe I could go up a little bit. And I'm not saying a lot. I just say maybe increase the weight. Maybe you add a little bit to it. So bending those knees, feet again, as best you can, are hip width apart. Maybe, again, I say maybe a little bit more than hip width. It's really like, it's more like 12 inches apart, right? All the way down and up. If you need to, you can have your feet wider. Makes it a little easier on the hamstrings. Yep. I'm gonna turn side so I'm not bending my neck. Okay. But challenge yourself. Maybe you're a little bit more flexible. And you're like me, I see that you're bending your knees. You don't have to. If you're more flexible, you could keep your legs straight. As long as your back is neutral, I'm all for it. But if you try to keep your legs straight and your back is all rounded, nope, not yet. Okay, you work on that flexibility. It's another thing I don't see people do. I love stretching. 3 more. I love stretching at the end. Geez, I see people finish their set and walk out the door. Last one. All right, go ahead and put that down. We got one more set of all those. Step back into that hamstring stretch. You can hear my heart rate's up. We're doing all legs, right? Inner thigh, quads, and then hamstrings, glutes, right? With lunges and then deadlifts for all hamstring. So grab a sip if you need. I'm gonna grab a sip. And then we're gonna our last set. Last set of these beautiful, say, grand pliés with that beautiful weight. Inner thigh, open up those legs. You can see how wide my legs are too. They are, I don't know, 20, probably 28 inches apart, my heels. Right, that's what I want. I want to engage in here. If they're too close, I'm gonna do that on my knees. I'm gonna go with my toes. That's why I want them out. Okay, I don't care how low you go. I mean, you can go right here, right? But I want your feet wide. So your inner thighs start to talk to you. Now, this is a lot of quad. I talk about inner thigh, but you are getting the stretch of the inner thigh. When we squeeze like say a ball between our knees, that's truly it's called adduction, A-D-D, adduction. When we push our knees out and we do our like booty, on the opposite side, that's called abduction, A-B, abduction. So, are we gonna do that? Yes, of course. Last one, hold it down. Let's go up on one leg, right, up on that right tippy toe, and let's go 5 on that side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Put that foot down, go up on that other toe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then go ahead and put that down. If you want, stretch your quad before we go into lunges for this last set. Right, left leg forward, right leg stepping back, all the way into it again. Take a break if you need it. Okay, you can hear my respiration, right? So what I mean by that is you can't hear my lungs breathing, but you can hear how I'm not gasping for air, but you can hear I'm definitely losing a little bit of breath. Right? Why? Because the oxygen is being pumped to my legs. Right? My heart has to beat faster to pick up more oxygen from my lungs. Right? To be able to push it out to my glutes, my hamstrings, my quads, my core. Right? So it's a good thing. If I wasn't breathing heavy, I would think that like I'm like a robot or something. Last one. And then switch it out to the other side. I'm gonna watch you on this one. Right leg forward, left leg stepping back. Same thing. Again, make sure you're hinging forward. Make sure you're pulling that belly button in. Beautiful, darling, that's it. Gorgeous. That's it, Lori, so good. Figure we get the body warmed up right away. First things first this morning. Or in the afternoon, late afternoon for Sabina. Right, lift. There we go. 2, you got this, breathe through it. Woo, beautiful. One more set of deadlifts. One more set. And again, try again. If you can go heavier. That's all I'm asking. Maybe today isn't the day. Okay? Some days are like, yeah, I can do that today. But some days like, yeah, no, not today. And that's okay. But always try. Like, you know what? Maybe I can try. Maybe my head's getting in the way. Right? Sometimes it's just a matter of giving it a little effort. There we go. And then I just want to kind of give you a heads up. Doing upper body next. I'm going to have, just so you can get ready for it, I want your tubing at like a mid-anchor. Because we're going to be doing some chest press and kind of like some punches with the tubing. Last one. All the way down, all the way up. And then go ahead and put that aside. Stretch back into that hamstring now. Don't just move and get yourself set up for the next one. Okay, stretching through. Sit back. Grab a sip if you need to, but get that tubing hooked up. Don't forget to set my timer. So, all right. There we go. Timer's on. So, hooking here. This is my mid-anchor range here because I'm going to lunge forward here and I'm going to push those handles away. So on this one, your elbows are close, so you're kind of getting in your triceps too. It's like doing a close grip push-up. You're going to push away and back in. So actually, let me face you so you can see this a little bit better. Here, left leg forward, right leg back. Elbows, they're like chafing along your sides. Not out here. Okay, keep them here, yep. Press them away, and then back in. Now, I've always told you, if you don't like the tubing rubbing on the back side of your triceps, you can always turn them on the inside of your armpits. Okay, and I'll show you just that, so you can see what I mean. You can always do them this way, if you can see that. You know, the tubing's kind of skinny. But that's always an option as well. There's just some people who hate it. It pinches, whatever it does, that they don't really like it. Whew, I'm having a hard time with the balance today. Good, push. Okay, again, chafe them along your side as best you can. If they come away a little bit, that's fine. Okay, and then we're gonna start punching. So we're gonna keep our core strong, and we're gonna do one at a time. One, then the other one. And I say punching because it's like, say you're like punching a heavy bag. Okay, if you've never done that before, you know, think you know how to punch your hands forward. Do 2 more to each side. 1 left, 1 right, and then 1 more left, 1 more right. And then we're going to use that same one. We're going to turn it around. We're going to stay on the same muscle groups. We're doing a tricep kickback from here. So it's just like you had dumbbells in your hands. Okay, if your tubing is too tight to do this, just grab a pair of light dumbbells. But turn your handles in. So turn the handles on your strap so they're in, so you can keep those elbows at your side when you're kicking them back. Okay, so that means, look, you can see I don't even have my hands like clasped. I literally am pushing, so the meaty part of my hand is pushing away for those triceps. I'm keeping my chest up, my belly is in. Shoulder blades are in my back pocket. The only joint moving is my elbow joint. So I'm pressing, I'm squeezing, and I'm bringing it back in. I don't need a death grip on the handle because it's hooked to it's hooked right to the meaty part of my hand. That outside part below your pinky. I'm gonna watch for a sec, push and squeeze as hard as you can. You're coming close because your hand should look like this, right? Here, right at your side. Squeeze it back. Good afternoon, John. You can see him in the background there. Good. Last one. Push. Beautiful. Go ahead and let that go. Take that hand up above your head. We haven't stretched tricep at all. So go ahead and stretch and stretch, and then grab your dumbbell for biceps curl. Now, I'm going to just release some of the weights from here, from my thing here, because I'm going to use my barbell today. Again, just give it an option for people, because some people use my workouts, talking to my YouTubers right now at the gym. So, I can just do a bicep curl with a bar. So you grab your dumbbells, I want your palms facing up, okay? Chest up, shoulder blades back. Turn to the side so you can see how far my elbows are back. Right, Darlene knows I used to put her up against the wall and tell her, don't take your elbows off the wall, right, when you're doing these, right? It's like the anti-cheat. There we go, beautiful. So again, palms are up with your dumbbells. I'm gonna get on one leg, try. Not saying you have to do it the whole time, but maybe you put your foot down, like I say, like a kickstand, and then for one, you lift it up, okay? Keeping that chest open, keeping those elbows back as best you can, like locked into your side. You've heard me say it a million times, no light, air, or gap between the biceps and the side. I don't want to be able to see behind you. There we go, you guys got it. Beautiful. One more, and then we're going back to chest. So we're going back to the tubing chest press, right? Tubing tricep kickbacks. So grab that mid-anchor tubing again and face away. Make sure you change the foot out. Make sure it's the right leg forward now and the left leg back. I'm just gonna move these dumbbells out of the way because they're in my foot space. There we go. So remember, usually the first leg you chose is usually your easiest balance leg, right? Press that away. But what I don't want to see is this. Remember, I don't want you to push and then do that. Okay, I don't want to see any of the rounded back. Keep the shoulder blades in your back pocket. This is for chest, shoulders, and triceps. It's for your front part of your shoulder, right? Your triceps, and mainly your chest. So you're pressing it forward, keeping that core strong, right? Nothing else is moving, right? The arms, the shoulder joint, and the elbow joint. Again, I don't even have a death grip. I literally have my handles hooked on the webbing between my index finger and my thumb. There's no reason for a death grip. It can hook there. I mean, if you need to hold on, hold on. But just don't grip it hard. Okay? Press away. Now we're going to start punches. Okay? One at a time. Push. Push. Punch. Punch. Breathe. 2 more on each side. That's 1 and 1. 1 and 1. Go ahead and turn it around. Okay, again, hands are facing your body. They're not facing back and up. They're facing here. And we're kicking back. Belly is sucked up into the spine. Shoulder blades are in your back pocket. And we're pressing and we're squeezing. And we're flexing those triceps. If you're finding it hard, I'll just do it without the weight. If you're getting back to here and you can't straighten it, moving closer. Okay, so you can get the full range, so you can feel the pinch and then back in. You might not get a full range of motion for resistance being in that close, but you'll get the full squeeze. I want you to get that end of range of motion so you can straighten that elbow, because that's where the magic is. When you flex and squeeze the muscle, like the whole exercise is great, right? But when you can flex and squeeze at the end and feel that pinch in the muscle I want you to feel, that's the gold right there. Flex and squeeze it. I think I told you when my years, 2 more, my years of bodybuilding and fitness, you have to, it's like a routine. Okay, take the hand up overhead. It's like a routine that you have to practice flexing your muscles, basically. Okay, bicep curls again, barbell, dumbbell. Listen, this can be done with tubing. You can put tubing underneath your feet and do the same thing. Okay, chest up, shoulder blades back. Uh-oh. My thing is doing it again. Oh, I don't know if you guys can hear me, but keep going. Bicep curl. This is happening lately. They're messing with us. They're messing with the internet. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna just wait till it comes back so I can get everybody back online. But if you're there, keep doing your bicep curls. Okay, standing on one leg, see what's going on here. It's reconnecting. Hopefully it's reconnecting. I don't know. Well, keep doing those bicep curls. If you're done, go ahead and stop. And then we're going back one more set, starting from the beginning, the chest press. I think I'm gonna have to disconnect and reconnect again because this is not working. To reconnect. So remember, you're doing your chest press. Right knees pressing away. Oh boy, what a bummer. They're messing. They're really messing with me. All right. I told you. Remember what I told you about the stupid internet? Thank you for going back to where you guys are at. Awesome job, Lori. Awesome job, Darlene. I'm not sure where you are in that set, but hopefully you're doing the single punches now. Maybe you already did them, right? And then we got one more set. Thank you for knowing what to do and staying with me because I told you my internet has been so funky and I can't figure it out. I always say it's maybe the government messing with us. Who knows? You know me, I'm not a political person either. So anyway, tricep kickback. If you didn't do your tricep kickback yet, tricep kickbacks, hands at the side, right? Make sure you have an even resistance here and pressing those back. Crazy, right? Sabina, it's crazy. Stupid internet, dumb, stupid internet that we have. It's crazy. What's going on? There we go. You got it, Lori. Beautiful. I think Darlene just dropped it off too now. We are having a comedy of errors in the last few workouts. But most people know to keep going and keep doing while I'm going and doing, right? Last one, press it back and squeeze. Good. Stretch the tricep, and then we get one more set of bicep curls. And then we're done with that series. And then we're going back into some glutes and some abs. So chest up, shoulder blades back, get those palms up. And then we're squeezing that back up again. Okay. Squeeze and flex. I'm gonna come in super duper close. Okay. And we're squeezing and we're flexing. Oh, for some reason my audio, you can't even hear me. Okay, here we go. Now my audio's back. Oh my gosh, this is like a comedy of errors. Awesome, Lori, you gotta try not to lean back when you're doing it, Lori. Try not to use your back. Stay strong in the core. Just bring it up as high as you can, keeping that body nice and strong. Okay? I just don't want you to hurt your back, because that's what will happen if we do one of those and we just throw into our back. Just keeping the knees bent. Squeeze, flex. There we go. Last one. You've got this. Squeeze, flex. There we go. All the way down. Go ahead and take those hands behind. Stretch through. If you want to dump forward, you can. Sorry about all the little glitches this morning. All right. So now we're gonna bring that ball in. We're gonna do glutes and abs. So you're just gonna use the ball for the first glute thing this morning. So we're gonna go up and over the top and find the sweet spot on here that we can do our frog jumps, or you can just call them reverse hyperextensions. Because normally a hyperextension is when you lift your chest up, right? We're doing the one where we're gonna bend our legs and we're gonna lift our legs up. So we're gonna bend the knees in, right? Keep your head neutral. You can look at me just so I can show you, but then don't look to the side. Lift, squeeze the glutes up, and then bend them back down. So some of you can, be on the ground and do it, like your hands. It's a little harder to stabilize with just your hands on the ground than it is to hold on to something stationary. I'm holding on to like the legs of my machine, just so I don't go too far. Well, my concern is always that I see people's legs come up like this, and it's like, no, I don't want you to compress your lower spine like that. But I want you to lift and squeeze. Feel the pinch of the glutes, and then back down. Pinch of the glutes, back down, last one. Pinch and lift, and then drop back to the ground, maybe into child pose. Just move the ball to the side for a moment. Maybe it's like pseudo child pose, just release the tension from the back. Because we're going into a push-up position, and we're doing our Spiderman abs, Spiderman knees. So let's go ahead into position here, up on those hands, or you may on your elbows if you want, okay? And then right elbow to right knee, left knee to left elbow, right knee to right elbow. You can't move your elbow to your knee. You can only move your knee to your elbow. But look at my hips, they're down. It's tight, it's a plank, right? When I'm going side to side. And it's the same thing when I talk to you guys about when we do bicycles. Remember the rib to hip. It's a little bit of a side bend when you bring the knee in. Okay, think about bringing your top of your hip to the bottom of your ribs, so you're getting in that oblique. One more. And then drop to the knee. Again, push back for those abs. Maybe you shift left and right. Shift left and right. Then turn over onto your back, please. Keep your knees bent. We're gonna round ourselves up. So you're gonna round yourself up. Maybe you can use like your back side of your leg, maybe the inner thighs. Get yourself up as high as you can. And then we're gonna put our hands by our side. If you need one behind your head, you can. But you're gonna reach 25 times towards your heels. So you're gonna round your chest into your rib cage as hard as you can and stay up there. And do it 25 times. It's like a 1 inch, not 2, not 3 inches. It's 1. Okay, 25, 24, 23, 19, 18, 15, 10, 5, and then put the head on the ground. Lift your hips up and let that blood flow. Take that tension away from the back. And then go ahead and turn back over, get up on top of your ball. Again, those who don't have a ball, you can use a chair, okay, for this, just as fine. Lori, I know you have a ball. Sabine, I know you have a chair, so I'm gonna just show this for those who think that they can't do it if they don't have a ball. Yes, you can. You're just like this. You can hold on to the legs of the chair and you're lifting back. Same way, right? It's the same thing, right? During COVID, nobody had anything. Nobody could get anything online, right? Everything was sold out because all the gyms were closed. So we made do with everything you have in your home, right? There's like that old show I did called Fitting It In. Just use everything you have, no excuses. Sabina, you're the epitome of no excuses. She does it everywhere. Last one. And then go ahead and push back into that child pose, pseudo child pose, whatever feels good for your back and your glutes. Get on those hands. Again, I didn't give you the modifications for this, but if you're just getting started, you can be on elbows and knees like this, and you can be doing it your Spider-Man like that, Spider-Man down here, right? On the hands and knees, or like we did in the first one, all the way up on the hands and feet, keeping those hips low, sucking in the belly button. Beautiful. Let me just drop for a sec so I can watch. Gorgeous. There we go. Yes. Beautiful. Try to bring that knee to that elbow as best you can, keeping those hips low, feeling it in the core. Arms are straight, right? Not bent arms. That's what's holding you up. One more on each side. And then drop to the knees. Always push it back, release the tension from that back. Now you're doing the same thing again. Turn over onto your back, bend the knees. And make sure the knees aren't so bent that it like you're touching your heels. I usually do that for glutes. I want you to touch your heels. But this one I want them to be further away so you can't touch them, because I want you to be able to reach for them. So lift yourself up as high as you can, right into that crunch. Stay up there. And then 25, 24. Remember, we're rounding the chest into the rib cage. We're pressing the belly down, right into the floor. You've got this. 15, 14, 13, 10, 5. Beautiful. All the way down, head down. Lift those hips. Release the tension from your back. And breathe. And then we're starting from the top again. Right? One more set of reverse hyperextensions. Go back to the ball. Right up over the top. Engage yourself on the ground here. Lift and squeeze those glutes as hard as you can. Get in that right position. If you're on a chair that doesn't have a lot of cushion, you can put a pillow underneath, right? My biggest thing is that you don't hurt your hips, right? Digging into a hard wooden chair or something. I don't want that. That's not good. Right? Yes, beautiful, Laura. You got it. So that squeeze at the top. Flex, squeeze. Squeeze those glutes. Pinch them together. The feet are separated. The feet are not together. The feet are separated, even way bigger than your hips. Right? Way out to the side. Bend and lift. Just do not bring the legs up over the glutes. I want them in line with the glutes. And then the last one on this, I'm going to make it just one last challenge. Hold it out there with straight legs. Turn the feet out and give me some heel taps for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. La, 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 all the way down. Go ahead and release that tension from your back. Move the ball away. Down into our Spiderman abs. Go ahead back into feet, hands, elbows, hands, knees, whatever. Let's go. These are our last 3. Make it our best 3. Okay, these are the ones that count. This is when you're exhausted and your muscle is breaking down. And if you could see a thermographic type of, thermographic type of, I don't know how to even describe it. It just shows you what's firing in your body. You've probably seen them before, right? You'd see every muscle in your body. It takes. Last one on each side. Drop to those knees, press it back. And then last set of abs. Last set of our little 1-inch crunches. Turn over if you need to. If your back is tired and you need to pull the knees in before we do this last set, do that as well. Completely in your court. I hope you're sweating like me. I literally am dripping. And again, it's not that hot here. Maybe the workout was harder today. Lift yourself up, reach for those ankles, keep that chest into the rib cage, and then reach. 25. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. Stay in that contraction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, head down. I hope those hurt. Lift your hips up. I hope that hurt. It's so good for you. And then bring that rear end down. Go ahead and grab those knees, roll side to side. Again, sorry about the computer glitches this morning. It's not even computer, it's just the Wi-Fi. It's being really bizarre. Bring it back center. Go ahead and take one leg down and take that other one up for that beautiful hamstring stretch. Lori, I know you get to head off for work. Hopefully you can do a little stretch with us. But stretching that hamstring from doing our lunges, from doing our deadlifts. And then I want you to take the right knee and bend it right now, and then take the left leg across, like you're gonna do a 4 stretch, and push away on that knee. Don't let your hips, torque, right? Keep your sits bones on the ground and just push away on that knee. You should feel it deep in that glute, right? That's what I want. I want you to feel it within the hip joint, keeping your spine imprinted as best you can. And then we're going to stretch the other side. So take the left leg off and bend it. Take the right leg up. Okay? You can straighten that left leg if you want, if you're more flexible. But if it tends to be a little weird and like you're straining, just bend the knee. It's about this hamstring anyway. It's about the hamstring that's up in the air. Okay, then bend the knee in, the left knee, right leg crossed over. Take your right hand and push away on that knee. Again, keep your back imprinted as you're pressing away with that hand. Okay? It feels, well, to me it feels good because this is where I'm really tight. And then go ahead and take that leg off. Pull both knees in. If you can, grab opposite elbows. And roll side to side. Doesn't matter if you can't grab opposite elbows, just grab your knees. It's a knee hug. And then roll all the way to the side. And then push yourself up into this beautiful half lotus position or pseudo lotus position. And lean forward. Let's just get one more deep stretch into those hips. We did a lot on glutes today. Glutes, back. Right, so, and hamstrings, so it doesn't hurt to stretch more there. Really did 3 things for upper body other than being in that push-up type position. Breathe. All right, and then go ahead and bring that up. Shrug those shoulders out. Tighten and loosen. Remember, we're trying to tighten up those traps. Tighten and loosen. Round. Oh, did I not tell you to switch sides? Sorry. I think I switched without you knowing. Anyway, go ahead and shrug those babies out. And then I want you to take your right hand to the side and then just reach up and over. So if you're more flexible and you can, go to your elbow, that's great. But if not, just stay up here. Yeah, just stretch. You can feel that beautiful stretch down the side. Remember when we did the Spiderman? Right, it gets down that oblique. It's also stretches your erectors. I don't know why I love stretching so much, but I do. Go ahead and roll out those wrists for me, please, especially if you were up on your hands. And I'm going to go ahead and read my card one more time to you this morning. So sweaty. Good. I hope you guys are too. It says, a hug is worth 1,000 words. A woman like you is worth far more. And then that comes from Romans 8:39. It says, nothing in all creation will ever be able to separate us from the love of God, because he made you, he loves you no matter what, right? Hands down. And again, So sorry about the glitches this morning, but so glad you stayed with me. It's funny when you guys pop back on, you are right back where we're supposed to be. I love it. You guys know what you're doing. So anyway, so I will see you tomorrow morning. It is going to go back to 8:30, so if you can make it, that's great. I'm going to see what moms can make it. If they can't make it, and I have those that want to get on at 7:15, then I'll let you guys know. That'll be a different time, but no matter what, you guys will know. Otherwise, if you are on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel. Please share it with people. My goal is just to be able to educate the masses and living a healthy, fit, and active lifestyle. So please do that. Please get it out there. It's free for everybody. They can engage with it. So it's nothing. There's nothing like being on live. But anyway, love you guys. Hope you have an awesome day. Go hydrate and fuel yourself. And I'll see you on the next workout. Mwah. Love ya.